Welcome back to JB Reviews. Today we have a 2022 Chevrolet Silverado 2500 HD. Now this is going to be a custom, and if you don't know, GM did add the Duramax to this trim level. In the past, when they first unveiled this truck, it was not available. So today we're going to do a review, quick walk around, and I'm going to show you guys the payload as I always do. Let's get into it. Really quickly, be sure to subscribe to JB Reviews and make sure you have those bell notifications on, and be sure to check out my other channel, Attainable Exotic Cars. Now let's get back to the video. So here's a quick peek at the window sticker, and this is going to be a long bed too. And then here's all the standard equipment. $44,500 is the base price, and as you guys can see, that diesel is $9,890. And here is a few other options that came on this truck. The truck has a good bit of features on it. So total options coming at $15,420, and total price for this specific truck is $61,365. I literally just did a video on this almost identical truck in black. The only difference was this has a long bed and it does have the Duramax option. But this is a custom, so a black bumper does come standard, so no matter what exterior color you pick, the bumpers will be black. And this truck does have halogen headlights, and it does come standard with incandescent turn signals. Because this does have the Duramax, you do have a functional hood scoop. If you do have the 6.6 gas, this would actually be like closed off basically. But I like the blackout on this truck, looks great, especially when it's like around the headlights too. You can really see the attention to detail on this one. No fog lights. You do have some black tow hooks, but you don't really see that this is actually a work truck or even like a step up from a work truck. This truck looks really good. Just below here, you do have a plug for your engine block heater. I do like how they position this too. It's off to the side, and you do have a Goodyear Wrangler tire. These are going to be a 20-inch wheel wrapped in. LT 275/6520. And as far as the capacities go, they're right here. 3,750 pounds, 80 PSIs. Independent front suspension. It's something that GM does notoriously on their HD trucks. And you do have lights on the mirrors, and they are manually controlled. If you go to a higher trim level, you can get these powered. You do have a spotlight too on this side. If you're backing up a trailer, it comes in handy. Now you can see that this truck doesn't have a smart key system. You just have a regular key for this truck. Bright emblems here on the side. Now these running boards were an option, and they actually look really good on this truck. As far as the 8-foot bed goes, I think GM and Ford have the better looking trucks. And for GM, I think because of these side steps, they really do kind of help with the design and kind of break up this big bed. You do have a leaf spring suspension out back. You just have 5 leaves in the main pack. There are no overload leaf springs. If you go to a 3500 1-ton, you would have overload leaf springs. And you know, for 2020, they did upgrade this frame, and they just made it so much more robust than what it was in the past. That's why this truck got heavy too. Now here are the fill points for your DEF on this side and for your diesel. And I'll let you guys know what the capacities are. I know that this is a 7-gallon, but because this has an 8-foot bed, it might change the fuel tank for this truck, and I can't remember off the top of my head. There are a few things that do come optional in this truck, one of them being an assisted tailgate, so just keep that in mind. You have a optional spray-in with the 5th wheel prep package, and it does give you the 4 and 7-pin connector. LED bed lights on both sides, and you do have LEDs up top there too with a camera right there in the center. Now I do notice that there is no plug in the bed, so just keep that in mind. I'm not sure if that's an option, so you may want to look at the option list and see if that's something you might want. This does have a class 5 receiving hitch, 2.5-inch opening, and you do have your plugs on the left side there. And these steps really do come in handy. I mean, I like that GM does this. It makes life really easy when you're trying to load your truck up. And here's the other side of the truck. As you guys can see, it's a big truck. I think it looks really good. I think this is probably one of my favorite long beds. If I were to get a long bed truck, it'd probably be a Silverado. You have your four-wheel drive badge. And just look how much space you have. They do have taller sides too for the bed. And that's pretty much it. Now let's go ahead and take a look under the hood so you guys can check out this Duramax. Alright, so here's your 6.6 Duramax. This is going to be good for 445 horsepower, 910 pound-feet of torque. This is mated to the 10-speed stamp approved Allison. There's a lot of controversy around that. A lot of guys say that it's not a true Allison. A lot of controversy, but hey, all we know is time will tell how well this transmission will hold up. It does show that this uses a 15W40 oil, and I do like this engine. I mean, it's been around since what, 2017 or 18, basically in the previous gen Silverados, and they're still using it, and it has pretty good power. All right, guys, so stepping in, as I said, this truck does have quite a bit of features on here that are optional, but you do get power windows, power door locks. You can close the mirrors manually, which I do like, since it's being basically a work truck in a sense. And you do lose a few features. For example, you don't have your off-road and normal driving modes. You still get to a haul mode though. You don't have automatic four-wheel drive. So again, this truck doesn't have fog lights. It does have these optional auxiliary switches. I strongly recommend getting these. Just good to have. And everything looks clean. Now you do upgrade the screen inside of here, and you do have a standard key that you have to put in and turn basically. I had someone on my channel say that they don't like push button start. I'm sorry, like you lose me there. I'm not ever wanting to go back to a key. I like the idea of a push button start versus like a regular key. But if you get a 2022, this seat is manually adjustable. So for 2022, you can upgrade this in the custom to get a power seat, but you got to be careful. You're basically at $62,000, and once you get up to that price point, you almost have to start looking at LT, just depending on what options you want. But the layout in here is great. I mean, you do have your controls. If you did not upgrade this screen, this would kind of look blank here on the side. But let's just go through this really quickly. I don't want to spend too much time in here. All right, so you have your trip 1, trip 2, fuel range, oil life, tire pressure, air filter, brake pad life, fuel economy, fuel filter life, DEF, info page options, and then back to the top. You do have a few other things too. You can go to like home, and this kind of can show you your speed and your miles till empty. And you can see down below you have your cruise control. If you want to turn that off, you just hit the button there. And yeah, this truck has like some driver assistance too, like you can see right here. You can actually have radar cruise control on this specific truck here. Now, as far as your screen over here goes, there's a 7-inch screen, which is this one, and there's an 8-inch screen available on the higher trim levels. This is pretty basic. You do have Apple CarPlay, so you can still run navigation through this, which I think is really awesome. Here's some of your camera features right here. I didn't show this to you guys in the last video. You do have a camera up top, right? Now, this truck did have the fifth wheel prep package, but it only had this camera view up top there. I don't know if you guys remember where it's at. I'll be sure to show it to you here in the video. But this is your high definition rear view mirror. You can actually adjust this thing. You can make it brighter. You can actually zoom in and zoom out, and you can go up and down too, which is really convenient as well. And that's pretty much it. And as far as your climate control goes, you don't have dual climate control. You cannot get it with this trim level. But because this is a diesel, you do have your diesel exhaust brake. They only have one setting for that. You can drop that tailgate. My favorite button, you put all the windows down by just pushing that one button. Today it was like almost like 95 degrees. it's dropped down significantly, but someone else, I think on TFL, called this like the fart button. So if you fart, you can just put all the windows down really quickly, and I actually agree with him. Moving on down, you do have two USBs. You have a Type C, Type A, power plug, and there is an available power plug here, like an actual like outlet plug. You do have your trailer brake on the left side, and this is a 6-passenger. Let me just show it to you with this up real quickly. You do have something you can pull right here to let this back up, so it does lock in place. Seatbelt, and I'm surprised he didn't put any storage under the seat. So this is just a seat, no storage under this. And like I said, you got to pull this, put the seat down. Decent storage in here. And on this side, you have some more storage. As far as the materials go, there's a lot of hard plastics in this one, so just keep that in mind. They still give you, though, LED lights for the interior, so they don't cheap out like Ram does and put incandescent bulbs in there, lower trims. I think that's kind of weak. Those types of things are important to me, so I like to have them. Up top here, you still have a vanity. Same thing goes on this side. Your wife will be really happy you bought this truck to give her one, but you don't have lights, though. Out back, the door part is pretty much the same as the front. Bright door handle. Now, this does have a 60/40 bench, so a big dog would feel pretty comfortable on the floor here. You do have a little bit of storage under the seat, not a lot, but a little bit. AC vents here in the center. And I did a video on another custom, and it did not have the storage in the seat. So if you want this, be sure to look at the option list for this truck and see what things are available and what packages. That way, if you want to build one of these from the factory, you can get these options. You do have some lights up top here, and you do have an indentation on the roof for some additional headroom there. All right, guys, so we've made it to the part of the video where I show you the numbers. Now, this truck does have a gross axle weight rating in the front at 5,600 pounds. And here is a trailering information. This is why I love GM trucks. Ford, Ram, Toyota, Nissan, anyone that makes a truck, they don't have this sticker like GM does. All right, so gross fuel weight rating is going to be 11,550 pounds. I believe that's different from what I've seen on the other diesel trucks, probably because it's a long bed. This may be the first long bed truck review I've done. Gross combined weight rating is 27,500. Rear gross axle weight rating is 6,600 pounds. Curb weight, this truck is pretty heavy at 8,217 pounds, and this is a low trim level. Max payload is kind of low at 3,333 pounds, but remember, this is a 2500, so that's a really good number for a 2500. A similar Ram truck in a 2500 configuration would probably be like around like 2,100 pounds, if not a little bit less. And here are some of your towing numbers. 18,500 for conventional. It's a big number, and they're saying 1,850 for the max tongue weight. Gooseneck is the same, but they're saying the max tongue weight is going to be 2,700 pounds basically. But hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was helpful. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.